Shavua Tov, Gute Woche. I would like to tell story number 141 of the Shivchei Baal Shem Tov, the oldest source of Baal Shem Tov stories ever published. The title of story 141 is Chenchin, the Guardian of the Sleep, meaning a spiritual guardian, a angel that guards us during our sleep. He says, the author of the Shivchei Baal Shem Tov wrote, Shamati me'arav de kehilateinu. I heard from the Rav of our kehila, of our community. Once, a certain guest was staying over at the Baal Shem Tov's house, and he was sleeping there. And while he was sleeping, he was making this noise with his deep in his nose, and I think it means he was snoring really loud. And the Baal Shem Tov's son, Rav Tzvi, who was still very young, child, he was scared by this sound. So he went to his father and told him what was happening. And his father, the Baal Shem Tov, told him, go and shake the door back and forth as if you were opening and closing it. Then you will no longer hear the noise and the man will sleep quietly. Well, Rav Tzvi did exactly what his father said, and it worked. The next night, Rav Tzvi went to do the same thing by himself. This segula his father gave him to open and close the door without exactly opening and closing, just shaking it, but it didn't work at all. So he went to his father, and his father said, well, last night at this time, they changed the guardian of the sleep. The angel that takes care of guarding over us during sleep, there was a change of guard. And that's why the segula worked. We were shaking the door as they were changing, and that's why it worked. But tonight, there was already an assigned guard. There was no change of guard, and that's why it didn't work. There was no effect for the segula of shaking the door. What do I gather from this story? Even from Rav Tzvi, even from the son of the Baal Shem Tov, how much more for all of us, that any action that the tzaddik guides us to do, we do it like a son following the father's teaching, but it works when we are connected directly to the tzaddik. If we're doing it on our own, we are on our own. Well, I'm translating one by one all the stories of the Shivchei Baal Shem Tov, and telling the stories over here in the channel in English and then in Spanish, as well as working on the translation physically of the text from Hebrew to Spanish with the hopes to edit and publish the book for the very first time in Spanish. I appreciate all contributions to this end. Links below in the description. As always, I'm dedicating, in these times of difficult and war, I'm dedicating all the merit of the stories of the Baal Shem Tov, of the Zchus, to guard over all the Jews all over the world, particularly those in Eretz Israel, particularly those directly affected by the situation. May Hashem protect and guide all those who have to make decisions, all those in uniform who are protecting the country, and all those who are suffering, captured by enemy hands. Blessings to everyone. Shavua Tov. Gute Woche. Please like, share, subscribe, and tell your friends Baal Shem Tov stories.